Hello, good morning, and welcome to the first ever live streamed online open studios. This is it. It's been fraught. We've had technical issues, so we're 3 minutes late. I've been pulling my hair out, but we're here at last. Dorothy, I'm going to hand over to you to introduce things whilst I work out that everything is actually going out live.
Well, good morning and welcome to Hebden Bridge Open Studios Online 2020. And as you see, we have John Noble Milner, who's you might know as a wildlife artist and ceramic artist, and does some beautiful bronze creatures as well. I'm Dorothy Ann Simister. I'm a painter and artist in Hebden Bridge, as we all are, and there's Fiona Armour, who's a painter as well, and she's at Northlight Studios. Okay, so first of all, we're going to have a really exciting programme of events today with videos of artists and some live streaming from with Linden Mill artists and some other things going on. So do follow us throughout the day. I'll just give you a very quick potted history of Hebden Bridge Open Studios, which has been going on as far as I've been involved in it since 2007, but way before that it was actually part of the brilliant Hebden Bridge Arts Festival, and used to be mainly the visual arts were involved in the brochure, in the Hebden Bridge Arts Festival brochure, as exhibitions and some of the main studios in Hebden Bridge which have changed phenomenally over the time. And obviously there's always been this creative urge in Hebden Bridge, which has been absolutely fantastic. So eventually we decided to be independent and have our own brochure, because it became obvious that there were so many artists wanting to join in with the Arts Festival that it seemed appropriate that we had our own brochure that could tell more about the artists and actually get people to come and see the studios and sell the work, which would be a lot easier. So artists like Linda Thomas, Kate Rhodes, Sheila Tilmuth, Louise Crosby, who were mainly involved at Peeler Artworks and Arts Mill, as it was then, which is Linden Mill now. They became involved in the group, and over time, over the years, we've had many different artists that have come in and out. And as you see, the team now is John, Fiona, and myself. John has done an enormous amount of work this year. Anyway, we've grown from it. You know, Hebden Bridge Open Studios started off with 50 artists, I think, in our first brochure, and the brochures have changed. We've had fold-out sheets. We've had all sorts of different ways of looking at it. We've had buses that used to go round, community buses taking people up to Wainsgate and Hepton Stall to try and get them more people to look at the studios up there, which is slightly out of Hebden Bridge, but no less an integral part of Open Studios, and still are. So we've had lots of different forms. Normally we would have a brochure which we produced each year of all the artists, but obviously in this strange year of COVID and everything that's going on, we've had to resort to our online and have a very steep learning curve of how to organize it in a completely different way. And I'm sure by next year we'll have lots of other ideas as well. One of the other things that we did also as part of the Hebden Bridge Arts Festival, which obviously hasn't gone ahead this year, was we coupled up with Open Gardens as well. So we've moved the weekend to the weekend after the Arts Festival finishes, and we coupled up with Open Gardens, so to make a double event that moved on from the actual Arts Festival. Anyway, I think that's enough of the history of Open Studios. Maybe John can tell us what exciting events we're going to have for the rest of the weekend. John's slightly frozen at the moment.
Can I chip in there? I joined the committee as North Lights representative because one of the big studio groups, and I've seen both sides really of involvement as an artist with open studios, because I've seen the version down in town where you have a lot of people, huge footfall, and it's really quite a big event, and that was really exciting. And then I moved studio up to Wainsgate Chapel, and as Dorothy said, it was very quiet up there, and it helped us a lot, having things like the buses running up, or sort of clearly signposted walking routes. And I used to run around with posters and putting them on all gates and things like that. So there's a lot of people doing a lot of things to make it happen normally, and I think it has been a special event to be involved with. This is my 9th year now, but it's the first year on the committee. I think I picked a good one. But one of the things we felt we'd got the opportunity to do this year, as well as learning from groups like the North Yorkshire Artists and doing something online and making a sort of curated series of events online, what was the opportunity to have the chats and sort of panel discussions. And we had the first one on Thursday already, and quite a lot more, say, coming up over the weekend that John can give us the details about. But it's an opportunity, hopefully, to do something a bit different that isn't just you watching a video of us online, although there's plenty of those. But the discussions about what it feels like to be an artist, what inspires us, and hopefully we will all be able to go back to having the studio visits and visitors as normal next year, but and hopefully keeping some of the best bits from this year as well, and learning and moving on. Thanks, John.
Thank you, Fiona. Maybe John can tell us about the events that are happening for the rest of the day and tomorrow as well.
Did I freeze earlier?
You did freeze.
Am I streaming now, or did I freeze? A steep learning curve, and interesting to do. I mean, one of the things that I really like about what we're doing, having to learn and being pushed into all this online activity. Next year, hopefully, we're back to the open studios where everyone comes around as normal, and then this is something that we can be doing on top and widen the audience so that it's inclusive to a lot more people around the region and then beyond. That seems to be the way things are going. Up next, we have a live stream from Linden Mill Gallery. I haven't got the list of names in front of me. This is a little bit unprofessional, but I've just spent an hour trying to work out why it wasn't working. So I can just run through sort of briefly that we have several live streams. They're my headache of an event. The guys at Linden Mill Gallery will be on at 11, talking with Dorothy. And then this afternoon, 3:30, we've got Hannah Nunn, Julia Ogden, Kate Rhodes, and Kath Baker. They'll be in conversation with each other. All very similar inspiration, sort of nature-inspired work, but completely different in the way that they express that. So that should be quite an interesting little group. Throughout the day, we've got videos. They're running about every half hour from 12 o'clock. We have Tony Asaya, some of his short films. He makes animated shorts, sort of 5 minutes long, 8 minutes long. And we've got 3 of those that are going to broadcast at 12 o'clock. Dorothy, you'll be in conversation with Tony as part of the Linden Mill group.
Yep,
so I'm sure he'll have something to say about that. Videos, some completely professional, absolutely astounding, some where artists have just been learning how to do this themselves and have been in their workshops pointing a phone at themselves. So it's a mixture. Some are very short, less than a minute. Some are 3, 4, 5, 8 minutes long even. 1 o'clock, Kate Lysett. 1:30, Kate Rhodes. 2 o'clock, Don Mayers. 2:30, Fiona, your video airs. And then 3 o'clock today, Rue Waterhouse. The full programme is on our website, which is hebdenbridgeopenstudios.org. So if you're not following any of this, look us up. It's easy. I wish I'd done that on the other computer. Tomorrow, I'll just run through the short videos that are all under a minute, I'm compiling into an easy to watch little few minutes of film. So they'll go out Sunday. Yeah, I thought it's easier than just sort of dotting around, sort of run one into another. I am going to put them out separately as well, so that they'll be getting shared on social media. But that's tomorrow 11 o'clock that will broadcast. And then we've got 12:30 Heidi Vilkman, 1 o'clock Jane Rivet, Toby Cottrell 1:30, Rachel Red at 2 o'clock, and Dawn France at 2:30. Function airing at 3:30 tomorrow, Sunday afternoon. That is tomorrow, isn't it? I really am losing track. Yeah. I'm involved with that, so I need to get my act together by then. It's a group of wildlife artists and makers, and we're going to be talking about the kind of inspiration that we find from wildlife and nature, and how we feel about the interaction with that and environmentalism. And then the three of us will sort of close ceremonies after we finish with that conversation, probably about 4:30, I guess. So that's what we'll be doing over the weekend. Lots of social media happening, all with the hashtag HB Open Studios 2020. So do follow on Facebook and Instagram in particular with that hashtag. I need to work out what went wrong earlier and make sure it doesn't happen again at 11.
Okay, so
a learning curve. Yeah.
Thank you very much, John and Fiona, and we will see you later. And just to say that if anybody is interested in getting involved in Hebden Bridge Open Studios team and organising, then we would welcome you with open arms. And you can join us on the steep learning curves that we've had. So thank you very much. I'm really looking forward to the events today. I think they're going to be fantastic, especially listening to the artists, or looking at the artists' videos and the live streaming events of discussions with various artists. I think that's going to be wonderful. Okay, so I shall see you very shortly. Thank you very much.
Okay. Back in 1/4 hour.